Hi everybody, Heather from New Zealand here. How are you? We're on to day 14 of our trip from overwhelm to order. So today is about having things organized and set up in our minds so we can get some of that brain power that we're using to remember everything, and use some of that brain power for more creative and relaxed lifestyle rather than increasing the stress that we're having to deal with. So if you're interested in the sound of that, let's get started and start day 14. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you long today. Need to get out and about, and I actually work part-time, so I've got appointments that I need to keep. I've also obviously got a family that I'm looking after, and they've got appointments, and we've got dates with friends. We've got lots of things to do, and when I was younger I used to be able to keep all of that in my head, and now I have so much to remember I can't keep it all in my head, and if I try to I usually end up dropping lots of balls. So what today is about is using a calendar. Okay, we're using our Flylady journal, and that's really helping us to keep track and keep order in our new habits that we're taking on around our house, and we'll keep building that. Now, a calendar is really your best friend. I call it my external hard drive because everything that needs to be remembered is in this little book. Now, this is my nice clean one that I bought just the other day for next year. So I don't know how you like to do it. You might like to have a calendar on your phone. As I've said before, I'm a bit wary of using my phone, and when I get distracted. So I like something solid, something hard. Some people like to have a wall calendar, and I believe the Flylady sells a wall calendar which has quite a lot of space on each day for writing down all the different things that you want to write down on there. Again, if that works for you, get one of those or get something similar from your store. I like this book because I can take it with me, so I can put everything in here. Work related, farm related, child related, friend related, church related, you name it, it goes in this book. So and I can take it with me. I chuck it in my handbag, and I've got it when I'm at home. It's open on my kitchen bench. I like to you see, this is a blank one. I haven't started this one yet, but I like to have a week so I can see what I'm doing today, but also what's coming up, because I hate it when I turn the page and go, oh, I'd forgotten that I needed to do so and so. So that's my style. That's how I like to do it. So you probably have a pretty good idea of what works for you. So I encourage you to go ahead with that. Now, obviously, we can write down appointments. So I find whenever information comes to me, whether it's through an email, maybe it's an email from school to say there's something coming up, straight in the diary. When it's I talk to a friend and I'm making an arrangement, maybe we're going to meet up at a cafe. What I actually do with that is I write the maybe I've texted a friend to say, do you want to get together on Thursday at a cafe at 9 o'clock? I'll write on that Thursday 9 a.m. and then the friend's name and then a question mark. Okay, and that says to me, okay, you have suggested that to the person, it's not confirmed. And I use the question mark works really well, because if she gets back to me and says yes, we're on, I just scribble out the question mark, and then I know it's confirmed. If another friend arrives or something happens, maybe I have to go to the dentist or something like that, I know that I've committed that time. So that works really well for me. So whenever anything new, this is why I keep it with me, so that anything new comes in, it goes straight in there. I also write down what I've had for dinner. Now, this is really helpful with menu planning, which is something that gets covered a little bit later in the Flylady system. But if I can recommend you start writing down what you have for dinner. And I've started doing something in my cookbooks, which my mother would tell me off if she knew. I've started writing in my cookbooks. I put little happy faces. Whenever I cook a recipe, I put a happy face next to it and go, oh, I know that I liked that, or a couple of happy faces if it's really yummy. So if you've had, write down your dinner. If it was really nice, put a little happy face next to it, and then you'll have that information for when we come to the menu planning stage in the Flylady system. What else do I put in there? Oh, I know. Something that I find really helpful. There are certain jobs, like I've talked about my dog before. He's a poodle, and poodles are a bit high maintenance, to be honest, when it comes to their hair. But that's why I have him, because I'm allergic to dogs. So I just have to put up with it. So when I get out the clippers and give him a cut, I then write in the diary into the future, okay, I need to do that in another 6 weeks or another 4 weeks, or whatever the length of time is. So any activity I do, I'm like, right, I've done that. I don't do it and forget about it. I write it in the diary when it needs doing next. So as I'm coming up to that week or that weekend, I say, oh, I've got to do the dog this weekend. Or even things like the gutters, cleaning out the gutters. We don't do that very often. We've got lots of trees, so maybe every 3 months or so we'll clean out the gutters. And so we clean them out, and then in 3 months' time I write out time to clean out the gutters. So nothing gets lost. It all goes into the calendar. And I really, really recommend that you start doing that. And you've probably got some form of calendar at home. I don't know what time of year it is when you're watching this. When I'm doing this, it's October. So the new calendars for the year are just coming out. So yeah, don't wait. Get a calendar and start working with it. And you'll find that a lot of those loose ends can get tied up with this. Also, I write in when I want to call a friend. Write in, call so and so, text so and so. Keep things up to date. Keep yourself on track. So that's the main thing for today. Obviously, we're still doing our Flylady journal. We're doing all our routines. We're getting them all done. We're enjoying the process. You might find there's some things that you want to put in of your own that are specific to you. My husband and I, we've just started a healthy eating campaign, and so there's some things related to that that are taking a little bit of extra time and need to be done every day. I'm really into broccoli sprouts. I've got a thing about broccoli sprouts at the moment, and I'm growing my own. So I have to look after those. I have to rinse those in the morning and then again in the evening. So that's a no-brainer, isn't it? You just put it in your control journal. It's another tick on the list. You might have a couple of things like that. I've got feed the animals. Because we've got lots of pets. I don't know what your life is like. So add those things in that help you remember, that you need regular reminders for, and that'll be helpful too. But don't overdo it. Don't give yourself a huge morning routine. Keep it simple, but make it yours. That's really important. Make it yours. So today's mission is to start using a calendar, and the more information you have in there, the less likely you're going to be to forget things and be running around playing catch up on yourself. Okay, so that's it for day 14. Congratulations for doing 2 weeks of Flylady Baby Steps. It's 31 days. So in a couple of days' time, we'll be halfway there. So I'll see you tomorrow, and until then, have a great day and bye from New Zealand.